Hey guys, it's Christian Singh here back from CNH Mullins again. I'm making a quick video here about bullets for your Mosin and guns that basically take the 7.62 by 54 round. In front of me, I got about two different types here. One on the right hand side over here is the typical 1947 or late 40s production ammunition. This is the stuff you get in those. They're called zincs. That's what they were originally called, because they have a zinc color. They look like aluminum or tarnished steel out there. And basically, I pulled a bullet and then the powder lot and everything else inside as well too. And I just want to make a comparison between the later 70s and 80s production style ammunition out there they have in the market currently for your spam cans and stuff like that out there for you. And the 1947 stuff is what you see right here. This is the casing, and this one still has a primer intact. I never popped the primer on there for that. And these ones have the flat back bullet. It's non-boat tailed for these specific ones right here. And here's one I didn't take apart right here. These are non-boat tailed. They're just basically flat on the back of the bullet right here as well. And they shoot okay. Anything else? Sometimes you may get a dud, or you may have a slow primer on them, but overall they do shoot okay. They are corrosive still, however, so you have to wash your gun out completely after you get done shooting it up at the range as soon as humanly possible. Because my one Mosin Nagant, I had it up my camp a few weeks back, and I let it sit for 24 hours overnight, and I started getting little bluish green, like little teeny spheres down into the chamber, or not the chamber, up on the end of the barrel on there, because it was extremely humid up there, and the rust process was already starting in on that one gun. So the only way I could do it, because I didn't have any water to clean, I just took up the range and blew a couple more rounds through, and that basically blew it clean out of the chamber area and the whole barrel assembly. And on my left hand side over here, we have your late 70s production. This is I got two different types here. I got the 1977 Post silver tip right here. This one right here. This is a full metal jacket boat tail. And here's one I actually pulled out of my tree right here as well too, because I got my tree and I was shooting it up at a target area here. You can see a nice chunk taken out of it, and it got lodged in a tree about a foot in there, so I dug it out. And here is another. This one is a brand new bullet that I pulled out of the one of my guns, or one of my cartridges over here. It still has the sealant around the lip on here. This one is basically in perfect shape. These are full metal jacket boat tail. They're all 147, 149 grain here, and the difference is they don't have the boat tail in the back as the 1947 ones don't have it. They're flat. I just call them flatbacks for reference. The boat tail makes them more accurate, and they go through the air better because of that. They have more dynamics for that. And that's the biggest comparison between those two right there for that. And here is a silver tip. Here's another silver tip. The only difference between the silver tip and the non-silver tip is the color code on the front. Other than that, bullet the same size, same weight, same diameter. Everything is identical virtually on it. Same back end. Same back end on that one. There's no concernable difference between them right here for that. And this is what I pulled, and you see this is, yeah, I never popped the primer. This is 1977. This is early production silver tipped one right here, and these ones below it here are the late non-silver tip one as well too. There's really no big concernable difference between the non-silver tip and the silver tip one. They both function perfectly fine. The only difference is they dropped the silver tip after, I think, mid 77. That's why you see on the spam cans, you see 1977s, either they'll have a silver tip, or they won't have the silver tip, because I said mid-year or something. I was told by a buddy online they quit cutting the front of the bullet itself to tell the difference between them. Other than that, there's no really big concernable difference between them for that. So they're both 147 to 149 grain, full metal jacket boat tail. They also have a steel shank inside. I think it's a mild steel shank down inside the bullet here for penetration. I never actually cut one of these things in half, so I really can't show you that right now, but there was a couple guys online who had pictures of what these things look like if you split them down the middle on there. And they do have a piece of steel. I think it's a mild steel core in there for that. But the whole thing it's not like a Chinese AP round with it's an armor piercing round. It is a mild steel shank in there, so it'll have a little bit more penetrating effect as opposed to your typical full metal jacket lead cord round for that. So that's basically a review of the 2 different types. Well, I should say 3, because if you kind of silver tip, non-silver tip, and the 1947's ammunition, you find them in zinc. So it's basically three different types right there for that. So anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot about something like this, you can email me here or leave me a message on my page here. I'll probably do a review for the 7.2x39 variety. I'll probably do the Wolf, the Golden Bear, Golden Tiger, and probably some PPU and Red Army Standard ammo comparisons as well too, because I got a bunch of that stuff over here as well too. So stay tuned for that video probably next after I do this one. So I'll see you guys. Have a nice day.